Well, we're in already. Oh no, not in the weeds. We're in at last. Hi folks, welcome back to the River Foss Fishing YouTube channel. Today I've dropped back on the last day of the fishable season and we're out searching for some chub, some roach, some bits like that. I'll probably take anything that comes along if I'm perfectly honest, just for one last fish from the rivers before a couple of months when we can't get down here. So I'm actually going to get rigged up. I've already picked a swim, which is actually not one I typically fish, but I'm going to give it a crack for an hour or so before we walk up the bank a little bit towards home, towards the car, and drop into another couple of swims just searching for some fish. It's actually nearly dark already. It's probably an hour till dark, so yeah, it might be a bit of a dim and dingy session, but hopefully we'll get some fish on the bank for you to look at. I'm going to get rigged up, get cast out there, catch up with you in a bit. Well, we're in already. Oh no, not in the weeds. Oh, a nice job. That'll do us. Nice first fish there. Yeah, there we go. Well, that did not take too long at all there, and we were into our first fish, which is a nice little chub there. Really good fish actually. Put up quite a good fight in the heavier flow. We're still a little bit flooded out on the river, but yeah, absolutely made up to get one fish in straight away. Let's get this feeder back out there and this fish back in the water. Well, we've just had a bit of a quiet spell and I reeled in and checked and we were slightly snagged on some weed, but we're all free, back out with a fresh feed of bait, some fresh maggots. Hopefully we'll pick up a fish in a little bit. There's no more little twitches or anything at the moment, but we'll see if they drift back. I might whack out just a couple of feederfuls to see if that'll kick things off again, or I might put a longer hook link on to see if I can pick up any fish that are just hanging back downstream, hoping to pick up freebies as they drift down. But yeah, fingers crossed, we're off to a great start anyway. Well, the sun is just starting to dip down below the skyline there, the horizon. I'm still getting a few tappy little bites, so I decided to slim down my hook. I think I was fishing a 10 and I went down all the way down to a 14 to try and snare some of these fish in. It might be some small roach or some bleak or something like that, but you know what, I would take that right now. It's a fish. So failing that, I'm going to go all the way back up to like a size 6 maybe and put a big lump of cheese paste on and just go for a chub. Right, I'm going to get this torch off and then put a little glow stick on the tip of my rod so I can see it as it gets dark. Well, we've just had an almighty thump on the rod tip and it unfortunately snaffled the cheese paste I'd switched over to, so I've gotten rebaited and we're back out there. Hand is firmly attached to this rod this time, ready for that strike. Fingers crossed it's a really good chub. Well, I finally managed to hook in to what was giving me all those little scratchy bites, and it's just a small little dace there. We can get this guy unhooked straight back. I might just step up the bait size now I know what's causing them and see if we can get a good chub or a barb or something like that. Well, we're in at last. Is that a chub or a roach? Very difficult to tell. Let's just get him in. Ah, that is a chub. Well, at last we managed another chub, not as big as the first one. But today, every fish is welcome. So there it is. Nice little chub there, taking on a big lump of cheese paste actually. So this fish definitely had eyes bigger than its stomach, I'd say. Let's get this guy back in the water and we'll cast out and see if we can get another fish on. Well, not a big chub there, but it's still nice to be catching. We've just rebaited and gotten this feeder back out there. I actually went with maggots this time. I felt I was losing the cheese paste quite a lot. So I'll see if a big bunch of maggots on a size 8 hook will do any better. I'm into what feels like a bit of a better fish. Well, here it is, the chub we just landed, the nicest one of the session there. Put up a really good account of itself in this river. Got me snagged for a little bit, but managed to use the net to get him free. And finally, yeah, slipped him in. And here we are, having a look at him. So what a nice fish. I've already got this rod back out there. I'm going to get this guy resting in the margins before we slip him back. Well, despite it being an absolutely beautiful night, it is time for me to unfortunately pack up and end off this course river fishing season. I had 3 chub and a dace tonight, which is brilliant, can't complain with that. It was a really great way to round off the season, just getting into a few fish on a really nice night. So I really hope you've enjoyed this episode. We're going to be transitioning to some still waters, and then as soon as the trout season drops, trying to find some nice wild brown trout. If you haven't subscribed, go down below, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, leave me a like, and as always, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.